Hello.
All right. Okay, I think we're recording now. So, hey everybody, happy Friday. Welcome to Host to Post Training 101. We are just going to go over all things Host to Post and just make sure that you guys understand really, and I'm trying to make sure everybody's muted as I'm looking around. I just want to make sure that everybody understands at least the basics of Host to Post. It is the way that people from the bottom of the company to the very tip top are finding the fastest and most success right now. So it is key that all of us have a really good understanding of it. And it seems like a really simple concept, but there's lots of ways and things and tips and tricks that we can do to make it a little bit easier for you, and just make sure that you are super successful for it. So for those of y'all that don't know me, my name is Jamie Whitehead. I am a double diamond currently. We will be VIP this month. So I'm super pumped about that. But like I said, I just wanted to hop on and make sure that everybody understands this. So what is Host to Post? Host to Post is when you ask a friend or family member or somebody on Facebook to share a post for you that you give them about our business or a product. I will tell you, if you are in my training chat, we are only using 4 different Host to Post right now, and we're rotating those. So when you're first starting out, I would highly encourage you to stick to just a couple. If you're not on our team, because I think we've got some people that are not on our team, to stick to just a couple so that you can get really good at having those particular conversations, whether it be a weight loss conversation or a skincare conversation, because you want to get good at making recommendations for those products based on whatever that person's need is. So I'm going to share my screen real quick because I think that this is the easiest way for people to get Host to Post up. Let me know when y'all can see my screen. Can you see? Can I get a head nod? Hey baby, mommy's on a call. Mommy's on a call. Can you close the door for me? Thank you. Can y'all see my screen okay? Yes. Okay, perfect. So this is an interactive post. I posted this yesterday, and it's super simple. If you go to Pinterest or if you just look up interactive post on Google, it'll give you things, but basically you're asking an opinion of somebody. I did another one on my page today about laundry or dishes. So you're saying, let me know this one says, let me know your favorite Chick-fil-A sauce in the comments to be entered for our $100 giveaway on Friday. I'm obsessed with Chick-fil-A sauce. So what people are doing is I haven't gone to any of these because I wanted to do this with you guys. So I've got 28 people that commented. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and I'm going to start, well, Brooke's on my team, so I'm not going to send anything to her. But let's see. So Angela. So I'm going to respond to Angela and I'm going to say, oh yes, I love number 3. Check your inbox for entry confirmation. Okay. So something like that. I'm going to PM you. Oh my gosh, I love that one, whatever. And you're going to let them know that you're going to send them a private message, right? Because remember, if anybody comments on a post that we make, we take it to a private conversation always. So I'm just going to say, oh my gosh, I love that. I'm sending you a message. So then I'm going to go and I'm going to send her a message and I'm going to say, hey, Angela, thanks for your vote on my Chick-fil-A post. I am so excited to bless 3 families with $100 this Friday. Oh, I got a typo. So for me, I have these saved. I have a word board saved, so I've got an automatic, like, it populates the whole thing. Somebody is chatting. Hold on. I can't tell. Yes, this is being recorded. Sorry. Okay, so I'm so excited to bless 3 families with $100 this Friday. All you have to do to get an entry is share a post on your wall for me. Can I send one over for you? And that's all you say. So you say, hey, I'm so excited to, sorry if this is really small, y'all. But you're just going to reach out to them and say, hey, this is the giveaway that we're doing. All you have to do to get an entry is to share a post to your wall. Okay, so then I'm going to go back to my post that I had, and I'm going to message everybody else that commented on there, right? So for me, I would copy and paste that same. Can we make sure everybody's muted? So I'm going to go and I'm going to make sure that, where's my post? Where did it go? Anyway, so I've got 28 people. So I'm going to copy and paste that and send it to everybody that's on there. And I'm going to ask them the same thing. Hey, can I get you an entry? Hey, this is how you get an entry, blah, blah, blah. So give me just 1 second. I'm going to go to this, and Gina, get on your, this is not feeling too good. Okay, Gina. Whoa, you guys, I'm sorry. Okay, this may not be good. Hold on. Okay, so I'm going to do a new message, and I'm going to do it to Gina. Gina, so I'm going to send you this message and say, thank you so much for your comment on my post. Can I get you an entry? And so Gina is so sweet, and she is going to respond back. Where are you at, Gina? There she is. Sure. And then I have a script that I send, and I say, awesome. Here is the post. Let me know when it is shared, and I will get you entered. Thank you so much for participating. Gina, I really do want you to share something here in a minute. Sorry, I'm a grammar Nazi, y'all. I hope you have a great weekend. And then I'm going to send her, I'm going to do it from my cell phone though, because I've got saved stuff and it's taking me too long to type stuff. So then I'm going to send her the post, right? And she's going to copy and paste it. And it's going to come from my cell phone. Okay, so then I send her the post, right? And then Gina is going to take that. And Gina, if you want to just share it, like to where me and you can only see it, I'll go to your profile. And then I'll show them how I save it into a collection. And we're going to go through this from beginning to end. And then I'm going to send my messages to you guys in the chat of this Zoom so that you can save them for yourself. So I'll give Gina just a second to get that up. Look how beautiful she is. Is this making sense so far to everybody? Can I get head nods if this is making sense? Yes? Okay, perfect. Okay, so Gina just posted this, right? So I'm on Gina's page, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna like it. And I'm gonna say, thank you. And I may drop a before and after picture in the comment section to boost it. Because every comment that is on a post, it boosts the algorithm for Facebook so that it becomes more visible and it shows up in more people's time feeds. So that's gonna be my first step. Is I'm gonna go and I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna like emoji love it, and then I'm gonna comment on it in some way, whether I'm dropping a before and after picture, a thank you, a whatever. And then see these three dots right up here? I'm going to click these three dots and I'm going to say save post. Okay. I'm going to say add to collection, and see this right here. I've already created one that is for my May host a post. So I'm going to say May host a post so that I've got it all in one place. Okay. I can then go back to my May host a post anytime I want and look at all. That's where I have all of them saved, so that as I am getting notifications and things like that, I can go back and double check that I am looking at all of the host a posts that I've gotten up for the month. So the idea is that you get several of these up every single day. And I'm sure that some of them are going to have comments on them. Some of them will get a ton of comments. Some of them will get no comments, whatever. Either way, you want to be checking back on them and boosting them occasionally. I typically go back and bump or boost them with a comment or a before and after picture about once a week for the first month. Just so that they're re-showing up in the newsfeed of Gina's friends, right? Does that make sense to everybody? I can't really see faces, but does that make sense? Yes. Can I get head nods? I'm scrolling as we're going. Yes. Okay, perfect. So that is the basics of host a post. So the idea, I'm going to stop sharing so that I can talk to you guys.
Jamie, how do you get your name that way?
How do I get my name what way?
Yeah, with the circles.
Oh, that's just an app. It's called Good Fonts. It's not available for Galaxies or Samsungs or any of that fun stuff. You have to have an iPhone. So just saying. Anyways, so for those of y'all that know Gina, she does not have an iPhone and she really needs to get one. And so does Jamie, just saying. Okay, so that is the basics of host to post, right? So what we're going to do is we are going to just, and for that particular post that I did, the one Chick-fil-A post, I'm going to send out 28 different requests. I will tell you that not everybody responds on the first time that you reach out to them. Some people will even say, yes, of course. And then you're going to say, awesome, here's the post. And you send them the post and then it's not going to go up. So then I have, I'm going to drop it in the chat right now for you guys. I want y'all to save these, okay? I'm logged in on my phone and on my computer. So I'm going to go to the chat. For those of y'all, go to the chat right now, and I'm going to say, this is what I send. Oops. This is what I send if it's been a day or two and their host to post is still not up. I just say a quick, hey friend, I wanted to check and make sure that I didn't miss the post, because sometimes I don't tell them, yes, they have to tag me, no, they don't, whatever. It really doesn't matter as long as they let you know so that you can save it to your collection. Hey friend, I wanted to check in and make sure that I didn't miss the post. I never saw myself tagged, but I definitely wanted to get you an entry into this week's drawing. Did you get a chance to post it, or is today better for you? And 9 times out of 10, they're like, oh my God, I totally forgot. I'll get it up right now. And then they do. And then you go and you save it to your collection and you turn on notifications for it so that you get notified if anybody comments on it. Does that make sense? Yes. Okay. So something that I do also, this is taking it a step further. So once you go and you save it into a collection and they're like, okay, I posted it, or, oh, I'm done. Then I send them this message. Hold on, I'm gonna, I send them this message. Says, thank you so much for sharing. The winner will be announced weekly every Friday, and I'll share it on my page. 2 things. If you want another entry, would you want to post next week? And if you've ever thought about using our products or doing what I do, I'm looking for May spots. Okay. So 1, you're asking them into the business and or to use the products with us. And two, you're giving them another chance to dip into their market, to share another post for you. So that's huge. Most of the time, people say, yep, I definitely want a chance to win $100 next week, just like I wanted it this week. So I just put I keep a list of all my host posts on paper. And so I just put a star by anybody that says, yep, I want to post next week. So then I just go back and when I'm doing host to post for next week, my first round, then I go and do that. Okay. So that's like the beginning to end of when you're actually asking for host to post, right? So it's very simple, you guys. That first reach out message, let me just copy and send one to y'all so that you have it. But I always just keep them really, really simple. Don't overcomplicate it. You don't have to go into the contest rules, none of that fun stuff. Hey, I'm doing a really cool giveaway and I'd love to get you entered for it. It's super easy and it doesn't cost you anything. Will you share this post on your wall? So simple. Let me see, hold on. And then obviously if you do an interactive post like that one, I always just make some sort of note like, oh, thanks for the comment, or thanks for sharing your puppy, he's so cute, or whatever. Like if you do drop a picture of your fur baby or whatever, because that's a really good one. If you've not done an interactive post, you should definitely do that one because everybody loves their fur babies and wants to share. But just a super generic HAP ask. Let me see. I'll send y'all the one that I just sent to Angela. And the cool thing is, so there's the one that I just sent for the Chick-fil-A sauce, and you can change that. Thanks for your vote on my Chick-fil-A post. Thanks for sharing a picture of your adorable puppy. Thanks for voting dishes instead of laundry. I hate dishes way more than laundry, or whatever it is. It's super easy to get you entered. This is how we do it. The point is just getting up the post. So there is that. Let me see. Does everybody understand the interactive post? Yes. And how we ask for them from that? Yes. Okay, perfect. So something to note on that. Do not overdo it on the interactive post. Our audiences are wise. I do one a week. One. Any more than that, they're going to wise up and they're just going to know that you're after something. Yes, people want to win $100. Yes, people want to win a Louis Vuitton bag. Yes, people want to win a $250 Amazon gift card, whatever we're giving away for the month, but just don't overdo it. What I'm going to talk about next is the 4 HAPs that we use in our training group and why we pick those 4. Because one of the HAPs that you should be doing is it's like a HAP to HAP basically. So I'm gonna have, and I'm gonna show y'all on here because I'm gonna get it pulled up while we're chatting. But I primarily stick with the 4 that we have our training group doing are 2 different weight loss ones because weight loss is hot right now. Summer is coming. People are trying to look their best. Quarantine 15 is a real thing and people want to lose weight, right? So we're doing 2 different weight loss ones. We are doing a potential distributor one. So who's interested in making an extra income from social media? I will drop these in the chat for you guys. That way you've got them, you can save them to your phone. And then the last one we do is a HAP to HAP. So I'm pulling that up right now because my friend Bonnie just did one for me. And it's really cool, you guys, because where is her? I don't want to scroll her feed because she's funny. Give me just a second. I'm going to find it and then I'll share my screen. All right, while we're sitting here and I'm searching, what questions do you have so far? You can unmute yourself or you can drop it in the chat.
I have a question. So when the person says, when you send the message to them and they go, oh, that's okay, because I want someone else to be blessed with the $100.
You just,
how do you smooch in and say, well, you can bless me by posting on Facebook?
that's
Oh, no.
actually what I say. I just say, you know, I'm not telling you what to do with the money. You can absolutely turn around and bless bless somebody else with this money. And this is helping me extend my reach. And a lot of times, especially for the newbies, you guys, you're growing your network right now. You are trying to reach a new market. So just be honest about it. Say, hey, I'm trying to grow my network and expand my reach to help as many people as I possibly can with these awesome products. You would really be blessing me by sharing a post. If they say no, then don't. I never go back and forth with people. It's just not worth it. But they are blessing you. This is helping your business, and it truly is meaningful to you guys. And as you get really good at host to post, and as you start getting more and more up, you will reap the benefits of it. It is a huge tool, and it is how, after almost 3 years in this business, I am still a mass enroller every single month. 95% of my new customers come from host to post. I think last month I enrolled, I don't remember, 76 customers, maybe something like that. And like 70 of them, you guys, were from host to post, or 72. Like, it was an overwhelming amount, like a ridiculous amount. And if you think that I'm still tapping into my network, that my friend, my mom, my aunt, all of that stuff, like, that's long gone. If you are just starting this business and you reached out to that first 30 people that you wrote their name down on the list, and everybody's like, I don't have the money, I don't want the products, whatever, that's okay. Because we're going to get right out of your network and we're going to expand into the other networks, right? We're just going to expand our reach, and it's infinite. However many friends you have on your Facebook right in this moment, you have all of their networks to tap into. So if you have 500 friends on Facebook, you've got 500 potential host to post. And that's not even considering the people that actually want the products, right? And I will tell you, by sending that message afterwards, hey, if you've ever considered using the products or doing what I do, I sign more people from that also, or at least get a conversation started. You're planting that seed. And in sales, you guys, it's a numbers game. You got to plant a lot of seeds. You got to sow, you got to harvest, or you got to reap. What is it? You plant them, you sow them. I don't know. I'm not a farmer, y'all. You know what you do. You plant them, and then you water them, and then you take care of them, and you love on them, and you pray over them, and then the rain comes, and then they grow, and then you get the harvest, right? But like, you got to plant a whole lot of seeds to get a good harvest. So host to post is a way to plant a whole lot of seeds. That was a really good analogy. I'm so glad this is recorded. That was terrible, you guys. I was channeling my inner Ashley for that one with terrible analogies. But we brought it around. Y'all got it. Good. Okay. Do you send that message asking if they want to join? Oh, sorry, it went away. Do you send that message asking if they want to join or use products right after they put it up? Yes, immediately, Claire. That is my response to them. I'm like, hey, okay, because the first part of it is like, oh my gosh, thank you. The drawing is going to be Friday night at 8 o'clock. It'll be live on my page, blah, blah, blah. 2, if you want an entry for next week, just let me know. I can get you entered. And 3, if you want to use the products or do what I do, I would love to have that conversation with you. Like, it's a boom, 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 and then you just kind of walk away from it, right? Or take it for whatever they respond with. And I'm still looking for Bonnie. Okay, here's Rachel's. Let me share my screen again. Okay, so the 4th host to post that I'm using right now is, and this is the one that I did this week, so this is the example. Okay, so my friend Rachel shared basically an interactive post on her wall, right? So I've partnered with my friend Jamie to give away $100 to 3 families this Friday. Drop a strawberry or a grape for a chance to win. Watch your inbox for a confirmation. So they know that they're going to get a message from me. I do actually have them tag me in these. I'm not necessarily, it doesn't matter either way, like for the weight loss ones or the PDT ones, but these I do. So y'all, 72 comments. Do you know what that means? This is 72 people that I am going to send a message. Let me see, what did I send Nikki? So I friend requested her. Oh yeah, let's start there. Hold on. Oh, see, we're getting a thumbs up. Okay, so oh, she might have said no. Gracie. No. I want to get one. So you add them as a friend. Hold on. I'm gonna find one, y'all hang tight. So I'm responding to some of them on this because there were so many, the post was still going. I didn't really need to respond to every single one. The post was hot, right? So Christy. So I went to Christy's page and I sent her a friend request. So that's the first thing that you do. Then I send her a message that says, hey, Christy, thanks for the comment on Rachel's post for the $300 cash giveaway. I'm seriously so excited to bless someone with it this week. To confirm your entry, I just need you to share a post on your page for me. Are you ready for it? And obviously when she accepts my friend request and sees that, she's going to say, duh, of course I want in your giveaway. And I'm going to send this to you guys right now in the chat. So then I'm going to send her either a post for weight loss, a PDT post, a whatever post. And so there you go. That's that message. So that then I'm now having her have, which means that I'm not friends with her, which means I don't know any of her friends, which means now that I'm dipping into her market. So I'm happy to have to, like, y'all see how infinite it is, right? Say your market sucks, because let's be honest, some people's market really sucks. And you got to go a couple of layers out before you start getting some hits, right? So just, that's why host to post is so important. And that's why host to post is so killer in terms of return on investment, because you just infinitely grow your network. You constantly want to be having new people see your post. You don't want to fall on deaf ears. Your posts are awesome that you put on your own wall. They're your open sign for business. But just like every one-on-one that I've had for the past 3 months, I'm like, posting is so important, but it is not the number one thing, because you just want people to know that you're open for business. And then you want to reach their people and reach their people and reach their people. So you can do all kinds of interactive posts. I change those up weekly. This week, Elena did that peanut butter and jelly one, and it was rockin' awesome. So that's what I did for my Hap to Haps. So I had those people share, and now I'm working my way through those 72 comments. Okay. So I'm going to give you all a little bit of math. Right now, corporate has us wanting, or has challenged us to get 10 host to post up every single day. Not ask for 10 host to post, but actually get 10 up. If you are brand new in this business, that may be a push goal, but it is a really cool and a really good push goal. So of those 10, I would say if you are new, meaning in 2020, I would do 6 product posts, like weight loss or a cleanse or skincare, whatever you're doing. If you're in my training group, we give you a host to post of the day, so utilize that. The other 4, I would do 2 Hap to Haps, so some type of interactive post, and then the last 2 I would do potential distributor. I'm going to send those to you guys in the chat right now, the ones that I'm currently using, so that you guys have them. You can save them. I hope you guys are saving the stuff that I'm dropping in the chat. Obviously you can ask me for it later if you need to, but I would really love it if you just saved it right now. Let me see. Okay, so the first one, we call it the heart hap. And it's going to come across real crazy looking in the chat, but basically it says, if you could be honest, how much weight would you want to lose before summer? And it has like 0 to 5 pounds, 5 to 10, 10 to 20, blah, 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 all the way up to 50 plus pounds, right? So then people drop like their coordinating heart color. And then we send them a reach out message. I'm going to send my reach out message. Thank you so much, Monique. When somebody comments on that, I'm going to add them as a friend, and then I am going to send them this message. Hey, so-and-so, thank you so much for the comment on so-and-so's weight loss post that they did. Excuse me. I would love to help create the I would love to help create the most affordable weight loss pack for you to help you reach your goal. And we already know their goal because they commented a color of a heart, right? The pink heart's 50 pounds or whatever. So we already know their goal. Couple of questions first. Are you a coffee or a tea drinker? What is your lifestyle like? Do you follow any type of diet? I want to make sure that I'm making the best recommendations for you. So I want to dive into this one just a little bit and tell you why those 3 bits of information are so important. We have about 15 different weight loss products, you guys, and more if you include our premium nutrition line. I do not expect you guys to fully understand or know all of those products in and out right in this moment. You will get there. 3 years later, I feel like I've got a good grip on it, right? But knowing those 3 bits of information, you can put together and you can rule out certain products. For instance, if somebody says they eat a high carb, high sugar diet, we can immediately nix out all of the keto products, right? Because you're just going to add in high fat to a high carb and high sugar, they're going to gain, right? So if they say they're not a coffee drinker, bye-bye coffee, Skinny Brew, and keto coffee. If they tell you that they are super active, then that says maybe we bring in some of the premium nutrition line like the BFF or the Hydrate or things like that. If they are, a lot of times people will talk about health issues like if they're type 1 diabetic or if they have hypothyroidism or anything like that. Obviously, those are a little bit more in-depth conversations. That's when screenshots come into play so big. If you're not communicating with your upline to work through those conversations, this is where that kind of thing happens. But you can also gauge, like if their diet is, if they are like, oh, I have a crappy diet, I eat fast food all the time. Okay, well, that to me says you need fat fighters, because fat fighters block carbs and fat from being absorbed by your body. You are eating every meal as a cheat meal, you need fat fighters, right? Most of the time, our Thermophyte XX is going to be a given for people unless they're like, I can't do pills. And then I say, okay, well, can you do coffee? Because that's your metabolism booster, right? So you want to learn kind of how to pair things, but that's why we're asking those initial questions, because if I don't know what their lifestyle is like and I don't know what their diet is like, if I'm giving somebody that has a high carb, high sugar diet, if I'm recommending keto coffee to them because they like creamy coffee, I'm doing them a disservice. They're not going to get the results they want, and then they're going to be mad at me. Or I'm going to spend this whole time writing up a coffee like script or whatever to tell them how awesome our Skinny Brew is, and they're like, yeah, I don't drink coffee. You're like, oh, okay, just kidding. So let me start over again, right? So you want to get to know them and you want to tailor their pack to them. And again, I'm going to say it. You guys may or may not know the products backwards and forwards. So let your upline help. That is what the chats are for. So that is the first one. The second one I'm using right now is the one that I sent to Gina, and I will send it to y'all right now. And it is a basic like Thermophyte X one. 2 pills for 90 days, 30-pound weight loss. On average, Jamie needs 10 people who wants to lose that by July. Okay. So that is obviously a Thermophyte X post. So you would think, oh, anybody that likes or comments, I'm just going to send them Thermophyte X information. No. Hold on, mommy's on a call. No. I always send at least 2 products. Okay. And the way that I'm going to word this one is, I'm going to send it to you guys right now. Hold on just a sec. No, baby. So there it is. Rayleigh, mommy's on a call. Okay, baby, give me just a few minutes. So I always pair the Thermophyte X and the cleanse together. And instead of at the end saying, normally when I make a recommendation, I'm like, how does that sound to you? Does this sound like something that you can use? You always want to end with a question. instead of on that one, because I know nothing about their diet, I know nothing about their lifestyle, I know nothing about their goals, their weight loss goals, because they've only responded to the one, like it was just the Thermophyte X generic one. That's when I take the time to say, how much weight are you looking to lose? Because if they're like, oh, I want to lose 50 pounds, then I know that Thermophyte X and a cleanse is not going to do that for them. There's a bigger issue there that we need to talk about. We need to dive into what their diet is. We need to dive into what their lifestyle is like. We need to dive into whatever, if they have any underlying medical issues that we need to be aware of, right? So, so I always start with 2 products. If I do the cleanse, then I pair it with the Thermophyte X. My script is literally just backwards. But I'm going to take that opportunity to dig deeper and to find more out about them so that I can help them the best. Next host to post that I use is a PDT. Let me send that. Monique, I appreciate you so much. You have no idea. And my script has dollar amount in there. When you use this, oh, y'all, it's coming across weird. That says now hiring, those little squares, in case it looks weird. If you're on your phone, you can see it correctly, but if you're on the computer, it looks like little squares. It says now hiring. Who needs an extra? That has money on there. We're not doing money anymore. Who needs an extra income from their phone is what I've been changing that to. My friend Jamie is looking to hire a few work from home / phone positions, must be 18, have a smartphone, be motivated, and can start immediately. Comment me to be sent more information, right? So people are going to comment on that. I'm going to close down my Facebook because it's dinging at me in the background. I have ADD. It's fine. We're going to do the same thing with them. There is an initial reach out message that, Monique, you were just making my world so easy. So I start the conversation the same way every single time. So, hey, thanks so much for the comment on my post. I normally add to the end of that sentence with so-and-so, with Elena. Thanks for your comment on my post with Elena. This is such a great way to earn extra income, yada, yada, yada. Is this something that interests you? Then you can dive into the whole potential distributor conversation. Y'all give me just 2 seconds. Okay, I'm so sorry about that, you guys. So I'm going to open up that conversation with them. And again, I'm going to add all of these people to my hundreds list, make sure that I am adding them to my network, because you know what, guys, something else that we always talk about, and we'll get to the last, well, we already went over the last one, whatever the interactive post is that you're going to use for that week. But the really important thing that you guys will notice is that you're adding all of these people to your network. You are friend requesting them first. So even if they say, hey, you know what, the business isn't for me, they're still friends with you. They're still going to see all your stuff. They're still going to see those wraps on BOGO. They're still going to see that Thermophyte X 2 months before they go on that cruise. And all of a sudden, this person that you don't even know because they're from 4 haps deep is on your friends list, and they're seeing your stuff on their Facebook wall. And now you're signing Mary Jo from Maryland. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to be fine. For those of y'all that don't know, Elena is moving to Maryland. I'm not happy about it, but it's okay. But you signed Mary Jo for Thermophyte X when you originally reached out to her because she commented on Monique's post 8 months ago about being a distributor and turned you down, right? So it infinitely grows your network, and it has you always be friends. And I know for at least the people that I've done one-on-ones with, or that are on my personal downline, you know that the fortune is in the follow-up. And so just because that first touch didn't translate into a sell or into a new teammate, they are going to see your post. They're going to see your post. They're going to see your post. And every single time they see one of your posts, that's a touch that it's reaffirming. This is something that Jamie's doing. That's really cool. She has so many different products, da, 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 da. And when it's time for them, then they know that you're the person to go to because you've been on their feed for the past 8 months or whatever. So that's the really cool thing about that. Let me see. Let me look at my notes. Okay, so any questions on that? I feel like we've got maybe we have some questions. Does anybody have any questions? Are y'all saving these?
I actually got a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I just wanted to know, when you make your post out there, because I remember you saying something about reboosting.
Mhm.
I know that you can go in and do messages on any post reboosted, but if you tag a person in it, or will that reboost the algorithm too?
Yeah, like if you were to go in and like anything in the
Like on my
comment
old
section.
post,
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
If I go back like 10 posts down and maybe I have a person that I was going to regularly tag and I just tag them in one of those posts, will it
Absolutely.
go again?
Absolutely. And I will tell you that Elena is really good at boosting her own post, like when we have a sale or something like that. Like if you have a Thermofite X post that you did 2 weeks ago, you can go in and drop the pick 2, pick 3 graphic because the Thermofite X is on sale right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Drop that in the comment section, or you can tag somebody, or you can say, snag this and the 2-day cleanse on with a huge discount if you order by Sunday, or whatever. Any type of comment on any post, host to post or regular post, boosts it. Absolutely.
And it doesn't matter how far back you go?
No, in fact, I look at my memories every day, and I started host to posting back in 2018, and you can bet that I boost those posts every time they show up. 2 years ago. Absolutely.
Okay.
Every day.
Okay.
For sure. Okay, so the last thing that I want to talk about, you guys, does anybody else have any questions? That was a good question.
I have a question.
Sure.
Do you feel like it's better to send them a friend request or ask them to friend request you so you can message them? Like
I do it both.
Worth.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do it both ways. I actually just started having them friend request me. For the past 2 years, I've friend requested everybody.
Yeah.
But I don't know that it makes a difference either way.
The only thing is when I ask them to friend request me, I get confused on what app they were on, so I have to figure out whose friend they were and who apped, and
right.
I feel like I get more from it doing it that way because it's in their hands, whether more than asking them to check their message.
Something that a friend of mine suggested the other day whenever she was doing it is she went in because Facebook will block you if you are sending messages to people that are not your friend or that you have not requested to be friends with. So what she suggested was when you friend request them, you put the message that you were going to send them as if you were going to send it. You just don't push send. Does that make sense? So that when you go and you look at your accepted friends for the day, you can go message, push send, because the message is already waiting there and you just have to push send to reach out to them. So I thought that was kind of smart. And that may be one way around, like if you want to try having them request you, whenever you get that friend request, the message is already waiting in there. So you would just go to their page and preload a message. Does that make sense?
Yep, I like that.
Okay. Yeah. I honestly, I don't think it makes a difference either way though. So here is the other thing. So we're talking to people all day long, right? We're having potential distributor conversations. We're having potential loyal customer conversations. We are having host to post conversations, all the different conversations. What happens when people say, no, I don't want that product? We flip them to a hat. Okay, because everybody wants free money, or everybody wants a Louis Vuitton purse, or everybody wants a whatever. So if I have in my word board, I have something, one of my buttons is called no but. And so this is what I send. If somebody tells me no for anything, I say, Okay, no worries. Thank you so much for answering me. I truly appreciate you. One quick question, because I'm pushing for a huge promotion for my family and trying to get the word out. Would you so kindly copy, paste, and tag me in a post that I give you? Everyone that helps me out goes into a drawing for $300 cash, announced Friday at 8 p.m. Would you like an entry? Sometimes they say yes, sometimes they say no. But there you go, a host of posts for somebody that just turns you down for products or doesn't want to join your team or whatever, right? So every yes is a yes and a win right now. Every no is a no, not right now. But can you host a post, right? So then you're going to tap into their market. So that's really, really why it is so important for new distributors to get really good. Maybe I'm going to mute you. To get really good at host to post, because if you're being told no by your immediate friends and family, chances are it's because they don't have the money. It's not because they don't want to support you, but they do want to support you in a different way. And so they will host a post for you. So I love that. I get more host to post probably up for no's than I do anything else, just because I go for no a lot. And the more people you ask, the more you get told no, right? So I love getting host to post up that way. So if we're doing our 10 a day, we're going to do 6 product posts, 6 product host to post. We're going to do 2 potential distributor host to post, and then 2 of the like interactive ones, so that you can get more haps up and tap into more people's markets. Does that make sense? Yes. Does everybody understand that not every host to post is going to get a like or a comment, and that's nothing against you? That means their algorithm sucks. Yes. Okay. So again, it's a numbers game. Host to post is where it's at. You can reach so many people, and you can plant all the seeds to go through that weird farmer's analogy and then just win at this. I'm trying to think. Anybody have any questions or anything they want to add? Gina, you want to add anything?
No, it was really good. I appreciate you doing this.
Good. You are so welcome. I wanted to make sure that everybody had at least the basic scripts and had at least like why we would ask for a host to post when we're told no, or like why that doesn't leave us dead in the water if somebody says no, I don't want your products. Like, no, that's just an opportunity to dip into their network. And if they say yes, actually, it's funny, I forgot to mention this. Whenever my loyal customers sign, whenever I get a new loyal customer, I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Be sure and message me whenever you get your package. I'll send you instructions. In the meantime, would you mind putting a post up on your wall? And I give them one of my host to posts that I have, but I tweak it to say, does anybody want to try it with me for whatever product they just got? Because people want to join friends, right? If Elena just did it and I'm Elena's friend, I'm more likely to want to try it if I know that she's doing it too. So even yeses are opportunities for host to post, or hey, I'm doing this giveaway. I appreciate you supporting my business in one way. Would you like to get an entry? So anybody can be asked for host to post, anybody. And every single month, I do want to go over this real quick. Every month we do a different giveaway. For your first 30 days in the business, you don't have to buy into that. After that, it is a $5 buy-in normally. And it is so worth it, because then you get to promote whatever the giveaway is, and all that money goes towards that $5 goes right into the pot that we're giving to your potential customers and your potential distributors that are host to posting and sharing for you. So it is a small investment to get back a huge return on investment. If I balked at my $10 or $20 or whatever I throw in for host to post every month and didn't want to do that, chances are I wouldn't have signed 76 customers last month, you know? So think about it like that. You want to invest into your business, and be sure that you're doing that and taking advantage of it. So do your interactive post once a week. Be sure you're asking everybody for it. There's not a right way or wrong way to ask for it. Just ask. And then if it's a yes, then we've got plenty of options for you guys. Y'all got at least the first reach out message for those 4. so that you can at least get the conversation rolling. You know why we ask the questions that we ask. And then you can go from there. And then what to say after they've posted it, what to say if somebody says no to a product or being a teammate. Other than that, that's really about it, y'all. Just go host to post crazy. I always tell my newbies, I'm like, this is the number one thing. If you can do this, then you will grow your network. You will have the messages go out. You will have posts out, the yin yang going up for your business. And it just is infinite. Gina?
I do want to add one thing. The main thing, I mean, she's told you an amazing amount of information, but the thing is that if you keep it on a Zoom and you don't utilize this information, it's going to get you nowhere. And you can't just do a host to post, say, okay, I'm going to sit down here, I'm going to do this host to post. And you do it one time or 2 times or 3 times, and then you go, it didn't work. No, you need to do it 30 times in a row, and then you will see slowly, all like the analogy about the farmer. We are
Right.
farmers, loyal customers, and distributors. So don't be discouraged if you have no, because it just takes one person to change everything. So just be consistent and put the work in a little at a time, and you will see a huge reward.
It is so true. It's so true.
Yeah, I
and
just
if-
wanted to echo that just because I have all 3 of my new DTs on this training that all came from host to post.
Right.
So
For sure.
just keep doing it. You're going to end up being able to reach somebody that you would have never, ever reached before. So just keep doing it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I do have one quick question.
You got it. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. So how do I save like all the notes that I have on the Zoom group chat that I have on the side of my computer? How do I save all this?
Do you have it like copied and pasted into a Word document?
I have no idea because I'm not technology smart right now, but it's on the side. It says Zoom group chat and it's on the side. So how do I save all of that?
Okay. I'm going to stop the recording and then I will walk you through that. Sound okay?
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
All right. Perfect. Does anybody
it's
else
still
have
here.
any other questions before I stop the recording?
Hey,
Sherry?
oh, well, you can stop the recording though.
Oh no, I want to record what you've got to say.
No, I just have a question. I have a couple of host to post from February that were possible or potential DTs.
Mm-hmm.
What would you put back, like to boost it back up? Would you put the income, the IDS thing in there?
Yep,
Or
I go in that. I actually went last night and I bumped all of mine from 2020 with the IDS, and I just said, what amount would
Okay, I
make
just
a
wasn't sure.
difference in your monthly income? Like with a question, and just drop the IDS in there. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm sorry. What was the question you said?
I said, what amount would make a difference in your monthly income?
Okay.
And then
Okay,
just drop
cool.
the IDS picture with it, and there you go. Yep.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Or you can even say, like, if you did your host to post that had like, I have 3 more spots, then you can go back in and say, only 2 left or only 1 left on my team, that kind of stuff.
Or at the
Okay.
beginning of the month, I just opened 5 May spots, or I just opened da-da-da spots. Yep.
Okay.
Perfect. All right, you guys, I appreciate y'all being on. Sylvia, hang tight and I will help you get those notes saved. I love you all. Go kick butt at Host to Post. If you need anything, just holler at me. I'm here to help.
Okay. Thank you, Jamie.
You're welcome.